Once upon a time, in a coastal kingdom where the sea met the sky in a breathtaking horizon, there was a charming village named Seabrook. Seabrook was known for its picturesque beauty, with quaint cottages, vibrant markets, and a lighthouse perched on a cliff that watched over the villagers day and night. This lighthouse was not just any ordinary lighthouse. It was said to be enchanted, guiding not only ships safely through the treacherous waters but also providing protection to the village from any danger that might come from the sea. The lighthouse was managed by an elderly keeper named Cedric, who had devoted his life to maintaining its light and ensuring its magic remained strong. One stormy evening, as dark clouds loomed and waves crashed violently against the cliffs, a young girl named Elara found herself wandering near the base of the lighthouse. Elara was a curious and kind-hearted girl with an adventurous spirit. Her parents were fishermen, and she often helped them prepare their boat for the day's work. As the storm raged on, Elara noticed something unusual. The light from the lighthouse, usually a steady beam cutting through the darkness, flickered erratically. Concerned, she made her way to the lighthouse and knocked on the door. Cedric, weary from the storm and his long hours of work, opened the door and saw Elara standing there with a look of worry on her face. "The light, Master Cedric, it's flickering," Elara said. "Is everything all right?" Cedric's face turned pale as he glanced at the lighthouse's control panel. "I fear that something is amiss. The magic that keeps the lighthouse's light steady seems to be weakening. If we don't fix it soon, the village could be in grave danger." Cedric explained that the lighthouse's magic was maintained by a magical crystal known as the Heartstone, which was hidden deep within a chamber below the lighthouse. The Heartstone was the source of the light's power, and it was crucial for keeping the beacon strong. Elara offered to help, and Cedric, though hesitant, agreed. Together, they descended into the dark, winding passageways beneath the lighthouse. They reached the chamber where the Heartstone was kept. To their dismay, they found the chamber's door was slightly ajar, and the Heartstone was missing from its pedestal. Cedric's face was filled with dread. The Heartstone must have been stolen. Without it, the lighthouse's magic will fail, and the village will be left vulnerable. Determined to help, Elara suggested they search for the Heartstone. Cedric nodded, and they set out into the storm, guided by the dim, flickering light of the lighthouse. As they ventured through the storm, they spotted a mysterious figure cloaked in dark robes standing on the cliffs. The figure was holding a glowing, radiant object, the Heartstone. The figure turned and began to make their way down the rocky shore, vanishing into a sea cave. Elara and Cedric followed the figure, carefully navigating the slippery rocks and powerful waves. They reached the cave entrance, which was partially hidden by crashing waves. With great effort, they squeezed through the narrow opening and entered the dark cave. Inside the cave, the Heartstone was placed upon a stone altar, and the cloaked figure stood beside it, chanting an incantation. The figure turned to reveal a face twisted with envy, an old sorceress named Morgoth, who had long coveted the lighthouse's magic for herself. "I will use this Heartstone to cast a spell that will make me the ruler of the sea," Morgoth declared. Cedric stepped forward, trying to reason with her. "Morgoth, the Heartstone's magic is meant to protect and guide, not to conquer. It is crucial for the safety of the village and all who sail these waters." But Morgoth was resolute. Elara, however, had a different idea. She remembered the stories of the Heartstone's magic and realized that the key to overcoming Morgoth's spell was not force, but a genuine act of kindness. Elara stepped up to Morgoth and spoke with compassion. "Morgoth, I understand that you want power. But true power comes from helping others, not from control. The Heartstone's magic was never meant to be used for harm. If you return it, you will see that there is greater fulfillment in sharing its light." Morgoth hesitated, her resolve wavering as she looked at Elara's sincere eyes. Slowly, she lowered her staff and returned the Heartstone to its pedestal. The cave began to shimmer with a warm, golden light as the Heartstone was restored to its rightful place. With the Heartstone back in its chamber, the magic of the lighthouse was revived. The storm outside began to abate, and the lighthouse's light shone brightly once more, guiding ships safely and protecting the village. Morgoth, realizing the error of her ways, apologized and promised to use her magic for good in the future. Cedric and Alara returned to the lighthouse, where the villagers greeted them with relief and gratitude. The lighthouse's light continued to shine as a symbol of hope and unity. Alara's bravery and compassion were celebrated, and the village thrived under the protection of the enchanted lighthouse. Morgoth became a force for good, using her magic to help those in need. And so, the village of Seabrook remained safe and prosperous, forever touched by the light of the Heartstone and the kindness of a courageous young girl. And they all lived happily ever after, their days illuminated by the steadfast light of the lighthouse and the enduring magic of a heart full of compassion.